Okay, so today we have Matt Alt joining us today for our rapid fire challenge. Hey Matt, how you doing?
Great. Thanks for having me.
Good, and thank you again for coming back on. Second time and not the last, hopefully.
No,
Uh,
no, not as far as I'm concerned anyway. Maybe this will be the last, depending on how well I do today.
I know we're in the midst of brainstorming season 2 and episode planning, so we're
Great.
trying to fill some dead air with some rapid fire questions.
Well, hit me.
Basically what we do, 2 minutes of questions. You can answer them or you can pass.
Okay.
And if we have enough time to come back to them at the end, we will.
Okay.
And then at the end of the segment, we'll have a scoreboard that we're eventually going to post. We've been meaning to post this
Oh,
on
wow.
social
Okay.
media for like months, but people and manpower and everything, life catches up to you.
Yes.
So without further ado, we'll get started, and then no pressure, okay? Uh,
Okay.
and don't forget you can pass on something that really stumps you or anything like that.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Favorite Tokyo Metro subway line?
Shibuya.
Shio Shoyu Miso Tonkotsu Ramen.
Oh, tonkotsu.
You just bought a Sony Walkman. What cassette are you listening to?
Oh, man. Wow. YMO. YMO's first album.
Favorite unconventional Japanese pizza topping?
There's a fish and chips pizza that just came out. That's awesome.
Oh, wow. Okay. What area of Tokyo do you still get lost in?
Shitamachi area.
Okay. Favorite city in Japan to visit for a day trip?
Matsue.
Matsu, there you go. Go-to conveni food item?
Oh, the egg sandwich, man. No question about it.
What's the most you'd be willing to spend on a gachapon?
On a gachapon, I think I'd be willing to go up to 500 yen, depending on the gachapon.
Okay. If you can meet one Japanese pop culture icon or creator, who would it be?
Beat Takeshi.
All right. Which Mario costume is your favorite?
The Tanuki suit.
Hot coffee or hot green tea?
Oh, hot coffee. God.
Go-to karaoke song. This could be English or Japanese.
Super Freak by Rick James.
Favorite KitKat flavor?
Oh, I like the sake one.
That's a pretty good one. What Japanese word still trips you up to the most to this day?
Oh, Japanese word that trips me up. God, there's so many of them. Specifically, let's just say, it's not actually a Japanese word, but particles, like where to use o versus de and stuff like that, and ni.
All right. Yoshinoya or Sukiya?
Yoshinoya.
Sake, beer, or hard liquor?
Hard liquor.
If you have to bring one omiyage from your hometown in the U.S. to a friend in Japan, what is it?
Old Bay crab seasoning.
Favorite Nintendo handheld system?
The original Game Boy from 1989.
Stop. All right. That was it. 2 minutes on the nose. You got through 18. That was pretty good.
Did I win? What's my prize?
I don't know.
Do most people not get through that? I guess it would be kind of tough.
It depends, because we try to cater some of the questions to our guests. So the questions, we do have some that are frequently popped in there, like karaoke. That's actually one you nailed that one. Usually that stumps people. But yeah, we have some. It depends. As for a prize, you get the prize of knowing that you tried your best.
Exactly. And knowing is half the battle, like G.I. Joe used to always say growing up. Great. Excellent. Well, happy to help.
Yeah, no, it was fun. We had 6 other questions. If you want to take a stab at them, these won't count for anything.
Sure,
But
whatever.
If you're interested.
I mean, I'm here.
Who would win a battle between Kirby and Jigglypuff?
Kirby.
That's the easy one. What is the title of your first translated work?
My first translated work, professional translated work. I translated the movie pamphlet for Tetsuo 2 Body Hammer for Manga Entertainment.
Oh, wow, cool. Manga Entertainment. I remember that Ninja Scroll and all those.
Yeah. I almost worked for them back in the day.
Really?
I interned. They were in Chicago. They were Chicago based, and I went to school in Wisconsin. And I interned there for a month or two, and it just turned out they just didn't have any openings for an intern or somebody at my level. But we stayed in touch for quite some time after that.
That's awesome. Yeah, geez, Manga Entertainment.
Yeah.
I haven't thought about them.
Yeah, I know. I was desperate to get a job with them right out of school, but it didn't work out that way.
Well, hey, where are you now, right?
Yes, exactly. I'm in the manga. I'm in the land of manga entertainment
There
with
you go.
the lowercase M and E.
All right, favorite McDonald's Big America sandwich.
Oh man, it's been years since I've been to McDonald's. I'm gonna have to pass this one.
They just released they're doing like the promotion right now. I saw this on Twitter somewhere.
Oh wow, Jesus.
And they're re-releasing like anniversary sandwiches and stuff like
Anniversary
that. I think that
sandwiches.
yeah, I know, right? I think the Big Texas is out, and that's one
Oh
that's like
wow, yeah. I don't, literally, I cut McDonald's out of my diet. Sorry, I actually don't know anything about them recently. Like recently, being in the last 10 years. So that's
no,
gonna be
I
a
mean,
pass.
I try not to make a habit out of eating McDonald's ever,
Yeah.
especially in the States. But when I go back to Japan, I don't know what it is. There's something about the taste there. It just tastes
Oh yeah,
cleaner.
and like I say, now that I say that, like, probably about 5 years back, we were like we arrived in Kyoto at like 4:30 in the morning on a bus, and there was nothing else open, and we ate there. So it was like sausage McMuffin or whatever, and they're good, but it's like I don't know that it's really food. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not like Japanese food, but it's I don't know. I always remember my first time getting to Japan on study abroad, getting off the train or the subway at my stop near my dorm, walking out, and again, literally maybe 2 hours removed
Sure.
from a plane or less, maybe.
Yeah.
Um, Getting out of walking towards the steps on the subway, I'm like, man, it smells like McDonald's. I walk out and there's a
Yeah.
McDonald's right
Yeah.
across
Yeah.
the street. So it just was, even though I'm like first time in the country,
Oh, for sure. Well, when
it's
I
like
was a
the
kid,
smell transcends.
the teriyaki McBurger, that was like, oh wow, they don't have this in America, and so there were a
Yeah.
couple things, and there were also they had more chains here back then, like Moss Burger, and there's another one called Dom Dom that isn't around anymore,
Uh, Yeah, I've
and
never heard of Dom
yeah,
Dom. Mossburger's pretty good. It's
yeah,
a
Moss
little
Burgers, I prefer it to
overpriced, but
McDonald's if I'm going to do something like that. There's also Freshness Burger,
I've had that too.
yeah,
Yeah.
which is actually
There,
pretty
there-
good.
there's a place in I think it's Harajuku. This Hawaiian burger
Yeah,
place.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
so good.
Well, there was like a
Can't remember the
burger
name.
boom starting about, I don't know, maybe 5 years back now, and like now there's like
Yeah.
a gourmet burger place, like Big Kahuna Burger, like like on every corner it seems like,
Nice.
and yeah. So it's been a while since I've been to a McDonald's. Sorry.
So there's some better options now
Oh
anyway
yeah, for
in
sure.
Japan. All right, three more. Topo or Pocky?
Ooh, man, I love the topo. They have like the chocolate on the inside and the Pocky's on the
Yeah.
outside. But Pocky is the traditional Japanese culture, so I'll have to go with that.
Right. Lawson, 7-Eleven, or Family Mart?
So yeah, that's actually a really good question because there is like a hierarchy among them. 7-Eleven is kind of the high end version, but Lawson often has like kind of different wilder stuff at it. I tend to navigate towards 7-Elevens actually, so let's go with that.
Yeah, that's I think the only reason I went to Family Mart as much as I did is right by my old apartment
Yeah, I mean
in
it's
Fukushima. So
that's the thing. It's like what's the thing nearest to you? That's like the
yeah,
whole point, right? It's
right, right. All right, last question. Favorite Godzilla opponent?
favorite Godzilla opponent. Well, that would be Hedorah from Gojira Tai Hedorah in 1971.
Oh, okay. Oh, geez, you knew that one right off the top of your head too, huh?
This is why I didn't have a girlfriend for many, many years out of high school.
Well, that's all we had, man. I again, nothing crazy, not no in depth like deep conversation
No
about
worries, man.
the cultural impacts of Japanese inventions in the U.S. or
No
anything like that. It's
worries.
just
No
more
worries.
BSing. So I'm glad you were able to hop on. And like I said, we're working on stuff. Hopefully, for you as well as your wife as well. Hopefully, you can come on for an episode sometime during
Yeah,
season 2.
definitely. No, it was an honor.